Well, I am ninja, he's ninja, she is ninja too. I am ninja, we are ninja, but I believe that you are ninja too.
Lieutenant Colonel Mayer asks, how many questions can an ABM answer in one callsign video? To be honest with you, if I dropped into my super ABM-ness, there is not a number high enough to count how many questions I can answer. But unfortunately, your head would explode like scanners if you also add in a big spoonful of Wrath of Khan, like where they put the little thing in the air and the guy goes crazy. That's how maddening it would be if you listen to ABM Jix. ABM Jonix is kind of like the urban version. How many could I answer at the speed where your brain won't start bleeding from the inside? Well, you know, gauntlet thrown, gauntlet picked up, and now I'm getting ready to bludgeon you on the head with the gauntlet. Let's kick this pig! What are the answers to the following questions? Why? I'm an ABM. When? I'm an ABM. Where? I'm an ABM. How many F-15s does one ABM control in a day? Well, are we talking the record, or are we just talking on average? There are some days where I hardly control anybody. But then there are some days where I just can't stop. I mean, it is kill-tacular. If I were to ballpark it, anywhere between 8 and 4,500 a day. That's as finite as I can get. You know, 4,500 isn't even close to the record. Do you ever get tired of being an ABM? Do you ever get tired of being alive? What do ABMs do for money? ABM nonics are more confusing than Alan Greenspan skiing backwards down a black hole made of lateral curves. You know those little loops were sometimes found on the back of running shoes to help you pull them on? Well, I don't know them personally, no, but they seem pretty cool, you know, as far as loops go. What is the circumference of a moose? It's Michael Balin with his face in a pie times Douglas Adams squared. What is integral theory? Complicated. Of all the ABM platforms in the world, which is the deadliest? The one that kills you. If an ABM could be a food, what would he be? A cream puff, a very deadly cream puff. Maybe the pastry, it has very sharp angles on it, and the cream that's inside is poison, and the powdered sugar is actually powdered swords. It's a pretty deadly food right there. I wouldn't mind being that food. Would not want to eat one, though. Can IFF dots really disappear? No, I don't see how they could. Are all the people you killed bad in any way? Yes, bad at living. How many hostile tracks have you wrongly killed? Just one, but I went back the next day and I killed it correctly. What does an ABM smell like? Regrets. My brother Carl is thinking of getting stationed at his home state of Oklahoma at Tinker Air Force Base. Would you kindly endorse this idea because we want him back home and he values your opinion? Sure, absolutely. Run, Carl, run! Anywhere on earth but Oklahoma. There's a clingy, dysfunctional clan of weirdos down there that is trying to drag you down into a monotonous hell of watery chili and mediocre sports franchises. What is the most deadliest move you know? Probably from New York to Florida. People just don't come back. Do ABMs fall in love? No, ABMs glide silently into love with two swords drawn. What do you think of Sean Ospey as the baddest ABM ever? Ospey was pretty bad, but I've seen worse. There was actually an ABM named Hiccup who killed himself with a pen while signing up to become an ABM. Do ABMs run cross-country? Sure, my morning jog consists of running across several countries. I'll get up at about 0500 and I'll run at the Earth's rotation until about 0500 because it's crossing time, so I'm gonna need a diagram. What do ABMs drive? We drive a hard bargain. Who came up with the ridiculous term, killing two birds with one stone? I'll tell you this much, it was not an ABM. My personal record, 67. But that was just with a kidney stone. If I had a good size stone like a Josh stone, I could take out a whole flock of seagulls. How's it hanging? Silently, dangerous it goes to your face, and a little bit to the left. Can an ABM kill over the radio? Absolutely. I prefer to kill them through the radio, but I can kill them on either side, above it, under it, doesn't matter. Can you give me any pointers? I don't know where that switch action is. How would the last stand of the 300 Spartans been if it was ABMs instead of Spartans? A lot quicker, a lot more clothing, and with about 299 bored ABMs. What was it like when you were a child? Usually, it was mostly deadly with about an 80% chance of pain. Do ABMs use metaphors? Are you kidding? When it comes to metaphors, ABMs are like flying lions with blue horns that shoot truth. Metaphor! Where do ABMs live? In a constant state of there-ness. It's similar to awareness, but we're already there. Where does an ABM turn to when he needs to ask a question? We spend an entire month transmeditating into the golden realm of knowledge. Or we just go to the LRC. Have you ever used silly words to stand for normal words? What? No! What's got into your cranium? Oh look, a cardboard container to keep my frags in, so to speak. Do you ever feel that you've jumped the shark? Why would I ever avoid a shark? I have jumped into a shark though. Poked out the arms and legs and wore it to a costume party. I came in second place to Colonel Grisoulis' daughter who was dressed as a pizza. I got a Prince 230 flanker with 600 ass rams with chaff coming out of its wazoo. How do I kinematically defeat it? Only way to kill those is with kindness. I've taken out one before with a hug and a free appetizer coupon from Chili's. How do you seduce an ABM? If you gotta ask, you ain't up to the task. Death with attitude. What? Have you ever killed someone who was singing a song? Yeah, sure. Like the time Hanson was playing in the hallways and you paid $10 and the song is still stuck in your head and it drives you insane. And then you have to go and kill every member of Class 3 and everyone associated with the original production of the song. Woof. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I love the song. Oh, gosh darn, I'm going to kill you just for asking that question. Where do you draw the Marshall limit line? Right through the major bloodlust area, point A to point dead. Which call sign night is this one? Your last. Kapoosh!